I mean, for example, like the statue of Christopher Columbus. Okay, I know Italian Americans, hey man, that's our guy. Okay, well, he's your guy, but did you know that Christopher Columbus was a slave trader? Is that your guy? A slave trader. He was I went to Ghana a couple years ago, and I was able to visit the slave dungeons there.
I went too. It's
You
an
did
amazing
too?
experience.
Yeah, well, did you go to El Mina?
I did.
Well, Christopher Columbus was there. So what's he doing hanging out there? Buying slaves. So, yeah, his statue should come down. We don't want to, he didn't discover crap.
Right.
And he went back and forth between Spain, Portugal, and Ghana several times. And the reason why you're going down there is to slave trade. Is to trade in slaves and black people, and to humiliate. But not only that, is to buy into the whole process of killing black people. As you went into that dungeon, you go into the room of no return because you're a rebellious African, and it is to keep you in that room until you die. And all the humiliations of the women getting raped, and Columbus was in on all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. So how in the hell could anybody celebrate that guy?
Yeah, it's weird that he didn't. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he discovered shit. There's people way before him that it was already discovered basically. But I do think it's funny that
he ran into.
yeah, and then he enslaved them.
He ran into it.
Yeah, and then my niece actually she told me, oh, I learned about Christopher Columbus, and I said, well, do you know why Native Americans are called Indians? She goes, oh. That's what Christopher Columbus called him. I go, yeah, but do you know why? And I don't know if I'm off here, but it's because he thought it was in India, correct? And
right.
And it is. I was like, wow, they're still teaching that in school? Are you kidding me? At least our community, Lindsay. And I was like, are you kidding me? They're still teaching that? And she's like, yeah, I never heard of that. And I said, oh God, it's still going on.
The mythology of white supremacy is deep.
And in the miseducation, and you had mentioned that we need reform in education. So
absolutely.
So the Black Lives Matter movement is great and all, but hitting education, I think, is so crucial. I mean, the fact that teachers have to buy their own pencils and structure their own classrooms, and there's no teacher help, and there's a lot that goes into educating the future generations of our society, and we don't put in enough.
Well, let me tell you, like I was a few years back, I was on this panel, working group of people who approved the textbooks for the kids, And so it was a good opportunity. I said, yeah, this is very important. The textbook the kids read. So I had a chance to read through all these different history books and social science books from these different publishers, Pearson and all these different people. And then we had to go through, we had a big crate of books, and I was going through all this stuff, and then we had a meeting, then say what was right and what was wrong, what was left out. Very hard, it's very hard to do that, it's very hard to do. And it's the standard crap in the history books that they have in there. We try and insert, well, no, that wasn't right. It's very hard to say, well, Christopher Columbus, jerk him out of there, it's just very hard to do that. I mean, it should be done. But it has to be, it's a political issue. And when you get down to what's in the textbook and the people who are sitting around the room saying, well, that should be in there, very few people will say, get them out of there.
Right. Yeah, it seems like, wow, that's amazing, Dr. Oden, that you were part of that committee. It seems like that is a powerful position to be in, but did you feel powerless?
Sort of, because there's just so much, there's just so much, you have to develop consensus in those groups,
right, like a jury.
You can't you can't just say, well, my way or the highway. You can't do that, and so it is frustrating.